Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be a general weekly reading for the sign of Leo for the week of April 4th through the 10th of 2023. And I would also like to give a very special thank you to all of those who have subscribed to my channel, as well as given it a thumbs up and left comments. Thank you very much for doing that. It is greatly appreciated. And the High Priestess is your first card out. Very nice. Decisive, gathering information, talking to somebody who knows a lot about what's going on and yourself. You know, you're finding out things about the family, but perhaps maybe you didn't know. And it's coming out. So you're becoming more knowledgeable. And the Seven of Cups. So lots of good ideas, adventures. For some of you, this could be you looking into patenting something, signing some papers to figure out how to make this. Keeping it to yourself though, you know, because sometimes sharing things with others only gives them the ideas ahead of you. That sort of thing. But you're making a decision this week on how to go about this, because it has lots of endless possibilities of growth. So, but you're watching how you're doing it and learning. And the Ace of Cups, so there it is. Abundance, beauty, pleasure, you know, all the really good things in life. You're making sure that the decisions that you're making are clear. You're not putting blinders on, you know, rose-colored glasses. You're thinking everything through methodically. You know, you're realizing that if you're having any questions about this endeavor, that you're moving in the right directions to get the proper answers for yourself. But that's wonderful, because it's like the universe has an endless amount to pour into this, which is really nice. And the Queen of Cups. So there you are. You know, you're making a real life decision for yourself. You know, you're growing in many different directions. You've had a lot of growth period in the last little while, you know, in your romance, your physical being, your expectations of the future. You know, you're developing more secure relationships with friends and family. You're asking yourself all the right questions of what you want to have in the future. So you're not only trying to please others, you're trying to make sure that it's giving you peace of mind as well, that you're not questioning this in the future again. And the Three of Pentacles. So there you go. You know, you have lots of wonderful, good ideas. People realize what you bring to the table. You have lots of knowledge. You're very smart. You know, right now, you're increasing your standard of living, you know, from your own talents and inhibitions. You know, you're flying high right now on newfound independence. Your health is starting to improve. You're starting to remind yourself that you have self-worth and lots to give others. And you always have had. And the Eight of Swords. So there you are. Maybe you've been restricting yourself on your movements and your thoughts because you were afraid that, you know, if I do this, what will it cost me? So you've held yourself back. But this is the week that you're realizing that it's time for me to move this forward. I need to take the blindfolds off, make a decision, not feel like I'm making, you know, the wrong decisions. I need to do this because I know it's the right thing to do. So no longer questioning yourself. And the Sun card. So wonderful. Your health, your movements are good. Your health is returning. You know, you're feeling more optimistic in your choices of life. You're moving forward on a more positive note. You know, in the past, you've had, like everyone else, you've tried to do different things 10 different ways, but this is the one that, wow, you know, it takes root, it keeps going, and, you know, and you can see it happening. So the light is shining on you in a very positive note this week. You know, you're just lighting up People are starting to enjoy being around you. They're accepting you. You're feeling more positive about yourself as well. So that's, that is such a happy thing to see for you. And the Four of Swords. So maybe you've been taking care of somebody for a while. And this could be yourself as well. Maybe you're feeling a little bit, downhearted for different things in your life. Maybe you've even been, sick, made yourself sick by worrying too much about things that had nothing to do with you. And for others of you, it's a good time to maybe, keep that dentist appointment. A heavy workload or a misunderstanding, which I know has nothing to do with the teeth, it could also be, what's brought this about for yourself. So you're taking that time out for yourself to just heal. There's a brighter day ahead. And, with that one, I'll say there's a really bright day ahead. So just take a time for yourself. Breathe a little bit. And the Eight of Cups. So definitely thinking of moving on to better, calmer shores for yourself. You're tired of, always being the one who's putting up with in some cases. And it's gotten you nowhere. You're not very happy with the outcome of it. You're just going along with it because maybe you've made a promise or something like that, and you're trying to do the right thing. So maybe this is, the week that you realize that, in the relationship or the business or the friendships that you have is just not cutting it anymore. It's not making you happy. So you're actually considering abandoning a hopeless situation that is not going to change. And you're thinking of moving on to greener, better pastures for yourself because you're realizing that you're mustering up the courage this week to make those steps. Maybe you've been making this decision for a long time, but you haven't acted on it. And the Justice card. So there it is. This is the week that you're going to have to, get that divorce started if that's the case. Some sort of legal contract that, some sort of action that you need to take that is involving paperwork. Now, whether that's, you're making a will for some of you, others it's, paying off debts and making sure that it's in writing so there's no question in the future that they can come back and say, well, you didn't pay, that sort of thing. Or perhaps you owe somebody else. Either way, there's, finalization papers in this. And like I said, this could be a legal contract too. If this is a job that you're considering taking, they're making you sign a contract saying that you will stay in this position for X number of time, to get their money's worth as well. And others, this could be a divorce settlement that you're needing to deal with. Yeah, and the Four of Pentacles. So there you are, making this decision, feeling held back. Wondering if you're going to have enough in the future. Do I have enough right now? Do I make enough money? That sort of thing. So you're not overspending in anything. You're almost feeling a little bit of depression here because you're always worried about your bank accounts and, am I going to have enough in the future? And if I spend that little bit, am I going to be able to recoup it? Because it seems every time I spend something, it's more than I anticipated, but unfortunately, that's the way of the world right now. So you're denying yourself doing anything enjoyable for fear of the consequences. And the Death card. So, yeah. You're squaring something up this week in your mind as well as your heart. You're closing the doors on things, people, places that weren't serving you well. And you realizing it, you want more. But you're glad that it's done. They've taught you a lot. You've seen a lot. It's opened your eyes to a lot of different perspectives. And in one way, you're glad that it's over because, like I said, it's taught you many different aspects in your life and what you want to see. So it's taught you, your own optimism and the brighter future and that you can have more. You're not held back. You're holding yourself back. So you're glad that that part of your life is finished, so that you can move forward in the future. And the Three of Cups. So beautiful. Happy times. Maybe you're getting an invitation to go to a party somewhere. You know, maybe you're throwing a party and you're just taking that invitation. You're not going to feel like doing it, but you're going to be glad when you do it, because it's going to be like it's, you know, made for you. You're going to have a good time. You're going to let your hair down, so to speak, and be so happy that you know, contributed and went in with this, because it's going to uplift your soul. All right, I'm going to shuffle and deal you an Angel Oracle card. All right. To help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. Now, there you are. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now, and I will talk to you again next week. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.